Hello and welcome back to our HIP New World Order campaign. In our last episode we finished our war against Hungary, fixing this little issue that happened with us losing some land right in the middle of our realm. And also, Bulgaria declared war on us again because I guess they were feeling really feisty. So we've pretty much destroyed their army and started sieging all of their provinces. Well, not all of them obviously, but several of them, so we should be able to get them to 100% and piece them out pretty shortly here. We could piece them out for a white piece right now, but we'll take 800 gold from them. Maybe make them think twice before declaring on us for a third time. I think these 3 sieges that are approaching being finished here should do it for us. Now Duke Albrecht here seeks to kill Prince Folkmar. Why is everyone trying to kill Prince Folkmar? Is Duke Albrecht... yeah, he would be next in line for the throne as the votes currently stand, so I guess that explains that. We'll just tell him to stop. We could send Folkmar into hiding, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. A special legate from the Pope has arrived at my court. The Pope is greatly concerned about the heretics in Argyll and urges me to handle the situation. Okay. It shall be done within 10 years. I see, we have a county up here. It's under Epirus. Ugh. Is the County of Argyll and the Duchy of Achaia. How did this happen? This is what comes of just granting the kingdom title and all lower titles to one character. You can end up with messy things like this, I guess. Well, we'll get rid of it at some point. I don't think we really have the political capital to spend on doing that right now, since we already have rowdy vassals from our previous title revoking. But perhaps later on when we have a long reign bonus to spend. Okay, you're usurping things. Alright, I actually forgot to send my chaplain to start working on this, which is why I went up here in the first place. I'm assuming they're Orthodox, actually. Yeah, okay. Well, not for long, let's hope. Looks like Hungary is sieging their rebelling land here. They should be able to end their war pretty quickly. This Duke has provided me with proof that this Count has been slandering me. Well, I don't think we want to do anything against him. And this mayor doesn't look like a heretic to me. We will take prisoners. We're up to 97%. (98). I think we're getting ticking war score now from controlling all of the war goal, namely the Kingdom of Epirus, so that's probably going to get us to 100 before any of these sieges do, so we'll just retreat all of our men. Okay, Folkmar came of age, became Midas touched. So he is going to be extremely fertile, despite his chastity. Well, I guess not extremely, but moderately. And we should arrange marriage for him. I thought I did this already. but I guess not. So let's see if we can find a genius. Unfortunately, 32 is a little older than I'd like. "15. And reasonable traits. Unfortunately, she has a stutter, which I believe can be inherited, so I think we'd prefer not to choose her. There is a genius 18-year-old, no negative congenital traits, and she's also lustful. Sounds good. Okay, we don't need to keep these boats raised since we're just going to disband these troops down here. And we should be getting to 100 right now. We can enforce demands, we'll get 600 gold. Which we don't need, but is always nice. And we probably should spend some gold on some upgrades here. These are fully upgraded, of course. Build jousting lists. We can probably afford to upgrade our vassals' holdings in here too. Sure, we'll do training grounds. You can get fortifications, why not? And these still don't have the tech to upgrade. Neither do you. Okay. So we really just can't spend all of our money fast enough. I guess we'll build more retinue then. Why not? Assume we're below the cap. We build a few of our cultural retinue. Okay, 20 of them. Runs us almost out of money. Oh, don't disband them, that would be terrible. Cancel. See how much these cost us to reinforce. Currently making 71. We'll see what it is at the end of the month. Actually, not all of our money. Okay. Well, that's good. Okay, so on to our next order of business. It seems Ruthenia has captured or conquered all of this guy's lands. This lady's lands. Which actually is fine. I think that just reduces the number of wars we're going to have to do over here by 1. So I think we'll go ahead and create this kingdom title. It's going to cost us 200 of our remaining gold. Should not be a big deal. We're going to hold this for the moment. I guess for the time being, while we're holding it, we'll just nominate Folkmar as our heir to this as well. Just in case of any problems, if we did happen to die. And that should give us the ability to declare wars over here for the rest of the de jure land. Unfortunately, maybe this is actually... Yeah, it's at least 2 duchies in Ruthenia, so we're going to have to declare multiple wars if we want to get all of it. I guess that's okay though. We could just leave out 1 county, but I kind of hate to do that. So we'll take this. We'll declare upon Poland for this. And I guess we'll divert our retinue down here. Actually, maybe we'll leave them up here for the moment, since I'm sure Poland has actually quite a decently sized army. 30,000. How strong is Ruthenia? 36, okay. So, maybe not as strong as I was expecting, but not negligible. Get our new retinue in here as well. Now why don't you come over here, and you guys come here. This war we fight has already cost many lives and many more will die. Can I really say that I enjoy war? Yes, I can. Timur is executing people? Okay, and we have a dangerous faction. The Crown Authority faction. Meanwhile, the Independence faction is almost gone. Well, we don't have a lot of money to hand out bribes, but I guess we'll hand out what we can. $300 gold, really? Come on now. Be reasonable. $218. These people. How much do you want? You're already bribed. And I think we already gave you a title as well. Maybe not. We just don't have one. Well, if they insist I lower Crown Authority, I might just capitulate. Since that's not really a big deal to me. Okay, let's start fighting some of these Polish armies. This is actually not a Polish army, this is an army of Poland's vassal. And we will start leading ourselves, since we have the ambition to improve our martial prowess. Okay, our genius son. I guess we'll educate him ourselves just in case we do decide we want to elect him instead. Okay, where are you, Poland's army? They do have another war going on against a Swedish revolt, so possibly it's just up in Sweden. I guess we'll march on the capital. Well, these armies are already headed there. We'll actually send these troops around here to fight Ruthenia. Preferably via a more northerly path so that we avoid running over these other armies and taking attrition. Of course, exactly that is happening as we speak. Actually, just taking attrition without stacking armies on top of each other. Hills. Only 14k supply limit here. Well, I guess we'll just split this in half and siege extra counties. We'll just have to be a little more wary of enemy armies appearing. This we're only slightly over the supply limit, so we'll just leave it. Alright, we'll be attacking Ruthenia into plains here. We'll be crossing a river. I think we can handle that. This Archbishop has unearthed authentic love letters proving that Queen Skonka of Bayern is actually a bastard. Okay, I'm not sure that we are too concerned about that. Oh, she was in a faction, wasn't she? Or was that a different queen? It was a different queen. But Skonka is in the Independence faction, despite having 100 opinion. I don't know, we could try to get her out of the faction, but this faction isn't dangerous anyway. I think we just risk annoying her for basically no reason. So we'll keep it to ourselves. You're separated from your men in the chaos of battle and now find yourself in the midst of war. As you scan the field and try to rejoin your forces, you see Irina break through the enemy ranks and charge you. Tell her to prepare to die. Alright, we're actually dueling here. How is our personal combat skill? 7 is pretty good. How's yours? 1. So I think we have the advantage here. We slowly circle each other, tense and focused. We scan her for any sign of weakness, any opening in her defense that we could possibly exploit. See a weak spot, a vulnerability, it's not much, but it's all you'll need. We'll strike. We easily break through her guard and knock her to the ground. She lies sprawled at our feet, completely at our mercy. It's all over now. She drops her weapon and throws up her hands. Yield, I yield. So we can accept and defeat her, or say no mercy for the vanquished. I don't know, let's see. We are wrathful, so probably we aren't inclined to grant her mercy. She crumples to the ground, lifeless. You wipe her blood from your weapon. The deed is done. She is dead. We gain prestige. Victory is mine. And her soldiers look on and begin to lose hope. Learned many lessons from this battle. Aside from the application of the theoretical tactics my mentors taught me as a boy, I've learned to deftly isolate an opponent in the thick of the front, etc., etc. So we are continuing to advance our personal combat skills. Oh, and we will remember this battle in its finest detail until the end of my days. Jesus guided my sword into the hearts of a countless number of my foes, raising cheers and battle cries from my surrounding men as I cut a path through the enemy. My mastery of personal combat has come a long way. Apparently I am not the only one to think so, so we're up to Formidable Fighter, which I think is the max possible. Fulfills our ambition. Leaving us with only one ambition, which is to amass a fortune. So I guess it was a good thing that we spent all that money, since it opened up an extra ambition for us. So we win the battle. We'll pursue the army here, and then I guess we'll start sieging some of the land in this duchy. Ooh, and the Timurids have won their invasion of Arabia. Yeah, they basically got all of Arabia there. So they're looking pretty big. Still have 60,000 Events 1 troops. And a max of 100,000 available from vassals. That's pretty substantial. Okay. Ooh, Ruthenia has another large army over here. 24,000 is enough to outnumber my army that is in this area, so I think we'll divert these troops over here. Break off the siege. And I think we'll actually raise what extra troops we can from this land. Since I assume they're just going to head down here and attack me. In fact, with these armies, we really should be sieging the land in our target duchy here, rather than just random land in Poland. So I guess we'll send them down there. This siege is close enough to being finished that I'll just leave that army there for now. Anyway, we are out of time for this episode, so we'll have to see how this all plays out in the next one. Thanks for watching, and join me again then.